we're about to rip off all the wood paneling on this wall here. We're going to take the trim off first. Be careful around this plug so we don't destroy it. Then eventually we'll take off the rest of the wood paneling around that side, that trim around that window. There is drywall behind us, so we're hoping to be able to save that if at all possible. We got to take this plug and we're going to move it over there, right above the half wall. It's going to go in there. I don't think we're adding any plugs. Maybe one under the window. I think that's it. I'm working on rebuilding one of the cabinets, one of the lower cabinets outside right now. Excited to be getting this paneling off is because the vent fan that was over the stove was not hooked up to be vented outside, so everything that created condensation, especially when we were boiling down maple syrup, created this dripping. So these walls were all wiped and painted when we moved in, but because the ventilation issue with the air vent thing over the stove, stuff would, like, condensation would like come like weep out of the walls. So this is like this brown, I don't even know what this is, maple syrup maybe. Anyway, it, like, the walls sweat anytime we had anything steamy going in the kitchen. So very excited to be getting all this out. We are going to drywall, and there will be, our vent fan will be refixed and put back in, but actually vented outside this time. I just finished pulling down all the ceiling tiles. I have been waiting for months to do that, staring at them, so excited to get them down, but we knew there was going to be some insulation falling from up above in the attic. For anyone worrying, it's not asbestos. We had it tested when we bought the house, so you know, we're following those kind of safety procedures. But just, we knew it was gonna make a mess, so we covered the table. I got everything off the counters here, pulled out that last cabinet, and all of our dishes are now in the pantry for now. And we got the last of the tiles down. So now what I have to do is go and use pliers and pull all of the staples that were used, the rooster. I have to pull all the staples out that were used to staple the tiles, the ceiling tiles up originally. So we'll need to clean all of those off so that way we can put a vapor barrier tonight when Josh gets home. We'll do that together because we have learned, hi Seal, hi buddy. We have learned that doing the vapor barrier by ourselves is just really not productive. So we'll put that up tonight when Josh gets home and get the rest of this paneling off this wall. And this wall will be drywalled. We are waiting, we're another week and a half I think out from getting our drywall in. It's being ordered in and all the shortages and stuff, so we're trying to just do as many of the things that we can do while we're waiting on drywall, and then when the drywall comes we'll just hit it really hard and get going. So I think we're going to be able to save some of the drywall that's currently up on this portion of the kitchen where there was no water damage at, so we'll be able to go ahead and mud all of that. And I'm gonna wait to paint till all the mudding is done, just so that way it's all at once and a little cleaner and less dust. And I know it's gonna be super dusty in here for the next couple of weeks as we mud and sand. I'm gonna learn to mud and sand, so nervous about that. I don't want to screw it up, but I know with some practice I can do it. And this experience has taught me that I can do lots of things outside of my comfort zone. I just have to give it a chance. And sometimes in the middle of it, it may look like it's going to fail, but just keep persevering. Make sure you're getting good advice from people who know what they're doing. You can learn new skills. So this renovation's been cool to teach me that. A few other things we're gonna hopefully do this week, and we'll show you next week, because by the time this video comes out, I'll have already edited it before we do this, but I'm going to be staining the giant beam that you saw us install a couple weeks back. And we actually have another large beam in post that will be being put in once the drywall on the ceiling is done. So I'm going to be staining all of those beams and the posts, and so I'll show you that process. We do already have our flooring, but alas, we can't put our flooring in until almost the very last thing. So I will show you what flooring we got. I'm going to show you some of the different finishing things that we're looking at, some of the colors we're looking at doing in here, and would love to hear your thoughts. Are you doing anything in your kitchen right now? Are you renovating anything in your house? Does COVID have you home and buying up the hardware supplies like us? But as always, thanks for watching. If the renovation thing's not your game, no worries. Our homestead videos come out on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Atlantic time. And if you enjoyed this video, we would love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're just a few away from 500 subscribers, which is pretty cool. And hit that little notification bell down below. That sends you a notification every time we upload more content. As always, thanks for hanging out on the homestead. See you next week.